Now we're in the town of Fol. The Tower of Gelm? I don't know anything about anything on the other side of the underground passage. This is the town of Fol. Outsiders should leave. I won't tell you anything. You're the same as those conjurers who were here just now. Hurry up and leave. So everyone in this town is kind of mean, but at least you can still use the shops and stuff. I edited out me selling all of my excess items and my old equipment there, since you only have a limited inventory. Hurry up, finish your drink and get out. Oh, that bartender was smoking. I'm sure that would have been edited out if this got localized. No one's saying anything, it's kind of annoying. Everyone must be afraid of the feed. It seems that they're frightened. So it costs 40 gold to stay in this inn. Still less than an inn. Get out. Outsiders should hurry up and leave. Charming. So yeah, no one in Fol is particularly friendly. But Fol is actually the last town. This is the underground path of Fol. Well, technically it's not the last town. There is one more town, but it's the last town with an inn that you can use. So you should take advantage of it. You can come back to it, but once you go to the next continent, you have to come back through this path to get to it. So there's a new enemy type here, those kind of egg casters in the back row. They're not too bad here, but they accompany one of the bosses later on, and they can be quite dangerous then. They cast Tufan, which is the darkness multi-target spell. Unfortunately I can't show you Tufan because it causes the game to glitch up. It gets halfway through the spell animation and then the graphics glitch, so I can't actually use it, which is why you see me using Butter all the time, the one that's like Wind Cutter, because although it's not as strong as Tufan, I can't cast Tufan without the game glitching. I don't know if it's just this game or that's always been the case, but yeah. So these guys are more dangerous than they should be because they're dangerous in the sense that they cast a powerful spell, but they're even more dangerous in that if you let them finish casting the spell, the game glitches up. So you can either try and defeat them quickly, which is what I try to do, or just run away. So this is a very short passage. There's a staircase in the middle here, but if you try and enter from this side, there's a door that's tightly sealed. So all you can do is pass through one way. The enemies in this part of the continent are the same as the enemies in the endgame, in the last continent. So these are the hardest enemies you'll fight on the world map. We've fought the purple guys before, but the cat woman in the back row is a new enemy type, and she tries to cast Merapan, which is the hypnosis spell which the ice women used to cast on in the previous underground passage area that we were in. So I managed to stall her casting with Bado by hitting her with that, and then Silk hit her again to cancel her spell, because hypnosis is quite dangerous. And my characters have leveled up a little bit since the last area, so luckily that missed Mu. So Silk and Balam can take out these guys pretty quickly, although Mu is still quite vulnerable to their attacks. I have Silk guarding Mu here, so that's why she took that attack for him. and I'm using Zam, which is the liquid healing spell, which is a single target healing spell, but it's stronger than Body Tegi. Okay, so now we're on the easternmost side of the continent. Up here, there's a peninsula to the north. Mu died in that battle, so I have to revive him with a revival stone. If you come to the edge of this peninsula, there's actually an area you can enter. It's called the Sais Peninsula, but you can't do anything here just yet. You have to go to the Tower of Gelm before you can use that area. There's two more new enemy types here. These are among some of the strongest enemies in the game. The central enemy is casting Bado, but being typical caster types, they're quite physically weak. So if you can hit them with enough physical attacks quickly, you can stop them from casting. And then I'm using Nimeshab with Mu as my attack spell. As you can see, Nimeshab is Mu's most powerful spell at this stage. We'll shortly be getting a more powerful spell, but until we do, I tend to spam it. And Mu leveled up. Okay, a quick healing. And then this tower here is the Tower of Gelm. So this is the Tower of Gelm, huh? This is the enemy's stronghold. We should be careful. This chest has the Fire Helm, which, as you may have guessed, is equipment for Balam. Which increases his attack and his defense. Father! Is he dead? Mu, can you hear me? Orns is currently being sealed by the power of time. The Conjurer of Earth, Orns, his power is supreme, and he might be able to defeat Lufid. But you know that he was not able to defeat Lufid. In order to change the future, time has brought you here. And that Orns was sealed is because at the same time, two people cannot exist to have the same role. You must become the Conjurer of Light in place of Orns and save the world. At the peninsula to the east of this tower, there is a path that should open to Aslar. Mu, defeat Lufid and save the world. Mu, I'm relying on you. Mu, what's wrong? You kind of spaced out. But more importantly, what's happened to my father? Could it be that Lufid has... Well, if that's the case, then we need to cross over to Aslar and defeat Lufid. There's nothing else we can do. That's right, let's go. So, Time's messenger has returned. We picked up the wind mail there, which is armor for silk. Time's messenger has returned and told Mu that because Orns was not able to defeat Lufid in the future, we have to take his place as the Conjurer of Light and defeat Lufid here in the past. This chest contains the Sun Staff, and this contains the charm Zeruzere. The Sun Staff is Mu's most powerful staff. Zero is a liquid spell, its incantation time is 5, and you turn the earth into liquid to damage all enemies. And Zero is the strongest spell in the game. So now that we have the Sun Staff, Mu's casting speed is increased dramatically, which means he's much more efficient in casting spells quickly. Now we use Paymud to teleport out.